This is the pain everyone quits right before it works. It does not feel powerful. It does not feel inspiring. It does not feel like success is close. It feels like doubt. It feels like frustration. It feels like you are giving everything and getting nothing back. Right now, you might be in this pain. You wake up and feel tired before the day even begins. You keep showing up, but nothing seems to change. You are trying to stay disciplined. You are trying to stay focused. You are trying to believe. But the results you hoped for are still not there. This is the moment that breaks most people. Not because they are weak, not because they are lazy, but because this pain feels pointless. This pain shows up after the excitement fades, after motivation wears off, after the easy progress stops. It shows up when the work becomes routine and the rewards disappear. This is the pain of waiting, the pain of effort without proof, the pain of doing the right thing while everything feels wrong. Most people think quitting happens when things are hard at the start. That is not true. Most people quit when things feel quiet, when progress slows, when improvement becomes invisible. They quit in this pain. At first, change feels exciting. You feel motivated, you feel strong, you feel hopeful. You start something new and you feel proud of yourself. You imagine how good life will be when it all works out. But then time passes, days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, and nothing big happens. That is when the pain begins. You start asking questions. Why is this taking so long? Why is nothing changing? Am I doing something wrong? Those questions hurt because you don't have clear answers. This pain is not loud. It is quiet. It creeps in slowly. It shows up when you are alone with your thoughts. It shows up when you compare yourself to others. It shows up when you look for signs of progress and see none. This is the pain everyone quits right before it works. Because right now, the work feels heavy, and the reward feels far away. You might feel embarrassed. Embarrassed that you told people you were changing and they see no proof. Embarrassed that you are still struggling with the same things. Embarrassed that you thought it would be easier by now. That embarrassment adds weight to the pain. So you start thinking about quitting. Not loudly, quietly. You tell yourself you can stop for now. You say you will come back to it later. You say it's not the right time. You say you need a break. But deep down, you know the truth. You are not quitting because you can't handle the work. You are quitting because you can't handle not knowing when it will pay off. This pain is uncertainty. You don't know if the effort is worth it. You don't know if the change is real. You don't know if you will succeed. That not knowing is uncomfortable. Humans want signs, they want feedback, they want proof that they are on the right path. When proof doesn't come, fear steps in. Fear says, what if this never works? Fear says, what if I waste my time? Fear says, what if I'm not good enough? So many people quit right there. Not because the work failed, but because the waiting scared them. This pain feels like being stuck in the middle. You are no longer who you used to be, but you are not yet who you want to become. You have left your comfort zone, but you have not reached confidence yet. That middle space is uncomfortable. You don't feel proud of your old habits anymore. But you don't feel proud of your progress yet either. You feel lost. This pain makes you question everything, your plan, your goals, yourself. It makes you wonder if everyone else is right. Maybe you should just settle. Maybe you should stop trying so hard. Maybe this is just how life is. That thought feels tempting, because settling feels easier than hoping, but settling creates a deeper pain later. The pain of regret, the pain of what if, the pain of knowing you quit too soon. This pain you feel now is not failure, it is friction. It is the pressure that comes right before growth breaks through. Nothing grows in comfort. Growth comes with tension. Think about anything that takes time to build. Strength, skill, confidence, trust. None of these appear overnight. They form slowly under stress through repetition. Right now, your effort is stacking up, even if you cannot see it, even if you cannot feel it. The problem is, results do not show up in a smooth line. They show up after long periods of nothing. That gap is where people quit. They think nothing is happening, so they stop. They don't realize that the work they did was about to connect, that the habits were about to lock in, that the change was about to show. This pain feels like running uphill with no view of the top. You are tired. Your legs burn, your breathing is heavy, and you can't see how close you are. So you stop. But if you took just a few more steps, you would see it. This is the pain everyone quits right before it works. It feels unfair. It feels slow. It feels lonely. You might feel like no one understands what you're going through. Other people seem relaxed. They seem happy. They seem to enjoy life while you are stuck grinding. You wonder if they know something you don't. But what you don't see is their future. You don't see the limits they accepted. You don't see the dreams they gave up. Right now, your pain has a purpose. It is testing you. It is asking one question. Can you keep going without a guarantee? Most people need a guarantee. They need certainty. They need to know the effort will pay off. When they don't have that, they stop. But the people who change their lives learn to move without certainty. They learn to trust the process. They learn to believe in effort itself. This pain is building something inside you. It is building patience. It is building discipline. It is building resilience. Those things do not feel good while they are forming. Patience feels like waiting. Discipline feels like sacrifice. Resilience feels like struggle. But once they are built, they change everything. Right now, you are learning how to show up even when it is boring. You are learning how to stay consistent even when it is frustrating. You are learning how to push through doubt without quitting. These lessons matter more than quick results. Because quick results fade, but strong habits stay. This pain also reveals how serious you are. When things are easy, everyone shows up. When things are hard, most people disappear. Staying through this pain puts you in a smaller group. A group that understands that growth is not loud, it is quiet. It happens when no one is cheering, when no one is watching, when no one is clapping. You are building something in silence. That silence is uncomfortable, but it is powerful. Right now, you may feel like you are falling behind, but you are actually pulling ahead of who you used to be. You are becoming someone who can endure. Endurance is not flashy. It does not look impressive, but it wins. Life rewards the people who stay. Stay when it's boring. Stay when it's slow. Stay when it hurts. This pain is not telling you to stop. It is asking if you can continue. The mind wants relief. It wants comfort. It wants escape. It tells you quitting will make the pain go away. But quitting only trades one pain for another. The pain of effort ends. The pain of regret begins. The pain you feel now will not last forever. It changes as you grow. It gets lighter as you get stronger. It turns into confidence once results appear. But only if you stay. If you quit now, you will never know how close you were. You will never know if one more week would have changed everything. One more month. One more push. This pain is the final test before things shift. Most breakthroughs do not come with warning. They come suddenly, after long periods of nothing. That is why people miss them. They leave right before the door opens. Right now, you are closer than you think, not because you feel strong, but because you feel tired. That tiredness means you have been putting in the work. You don't feel this pain when you do nothing. You feel it when you are growing. So don't run from it. Sit with it. Move through it. Let it shape you. This pain is sharpening your focus. It is teaching you what matters. It is stripping away excuses. One day, you will look back at this moment and realize this was the turning point. Not because things got easier, but because you refused to quit. You stayed when others walked away. You endured when others distracted themselves. You trusted the process when others demanded proof. And when it finally works, it will feel sudden to everyone else. They will say you got lucky. They will say it happened fast. They will say it came out of nowhere. But you will know the truth. You paid for it here, in this pain, in this quiet struggle, in this moment where quitting felt easier than continuing. This is the pain everyone quits right before it works. Don't be everyone.